been too many hours I wasted staring at the phone. Sweet old songs, I'm counting on you to bring her back to me. I'm tired of listening alone. Gee, I hope there's more to this game than just a black screen right here on your poorly aged, sarcastic PC Witty Gamer channel where you're falling in love in stereo. Why is it generating shaders every time I run the game? Doesn't it know my shaders by now? The game is optimizing shaders for your system to ensure smooth performance and reduce in-game stuttering. This process converts shader code into a format tailored to your hardware, enhancing visual effects and overall gameplay experience. Depending on your system, compiling may take a few minutes. Try to fill it with inane chatter so that your YouTube guests do not leave. Well, that's very good advice. Right here on your favorite YouTube channel, the Poorly Aged Sarcastic PC Witty Gamer channel, where you're falling in love in stereo. Now, we are getting ready to enter that elusive Hour 3.
I noticed a distinct lack of Borst-related snacks and solvent-based cosmetics inside Horizon Point. Arcadia might be a ripe target market for us. I'll run that up the flagpole.
I didn't see his lips move, did you? Temporary hostility will reset after 3 endgame days. You may still have a bounty, though. Evasion grants you a chance to avoid incoming ranged damage. It provides no bonuses against melee attacks, explosions, or hazards. Automechs are weak to shock, causing it side effects to stack twice as fast. However, they are immune to plasma, preventing them from... I can't read that fast. I'm an old man. I'm a poorly aged, sarcastic, PC Witty gamer. And this is the poorly aged, sarcastic, PC Witty gamer channel where you're falling in love in stereo. We're into Hour 3 if we ever... Okay, it's about time. I was going to say, does anybody remember where we're going? Yeah. Day 1584. The containment chamber enclosing the miniature spatial rift anomaly has been determined to be in the state of stable. All levels remain within acceptable ranges. Day 1585. Per request from Warden Jeon, Mechanist Vaughn has ensured a delivery. I'll learn to read. Has ensured a delivery of auto mechanicals to the containment chamber to further monitor levels and bolster the chamber's power. Day 1602. Mechanist Vaughn notes that monitored levels in the containment chamber have increased just as we had theorized. I used to know these words. More testing is recommended before officially updating laboratory protocols or even laboratory ones. Day 1607. The containment chamber enclosing the miniature spatial rift anomaly has been determined to be in the state of fortified. All levels remain within acceptable ranges. Thank you and good night. Please drive safely. I'm supposed to go out a sealed door? That was kind of anticlimactic. My viewers expect more. Although, to be clear, I always leave them wanting more. Or at least leave them wanting something. Hey people, you know any way to unseal that door? This may have something to do with it, but I can't be sure. I don't trust these ramps.
Boy, damn it! Can't you get anything right? You were supposed to be dead already. And here I was certain an agent known for their academic pursuits would be slowed down by the chance to examine a culture none outside this colony had ever seen. Oh, an infuriating miscalculation on my part, but one that will soon be rectified.
What exactly is going on here? Why are you doing this?
Let me put this simply. Simple enough for even you to understand. The grand plan mandates this abomination of an experiment must die. And you along with it.
Convenient how someone else is always the one being sacrificed in these scenarios.
Your righteousness is as unamusing as it is misplaced. I have no expectation to live through this either.
I can help you not live through it. Be happy to, in fact. Why involve us? Why didn't you just do whatever this is before we even got here?
Don't you think I would have?
I don't know.
Sparing Niles and not having to deal with you would have been preferable were I given the choice. But the plan cares not for our wants. I couldn't risk the delicate balance of the predictions. The mathematical computations involved are very specific.
Screw the math. Sorry you had to hear that on this G-rated channel, the poorly aging, sarcastic, PC, witty gamer channel. I'll repent in sackcloth and ashes. It's not too late for you to stand down. Niles is still alive.
There is no too late. This is happening right on time, as it must. And whether Niles is alive or dead has no bearing on it. Farewell, Commander.
I don't like her anymore.
The Sovereign's family has been killed by a naturally occurring rift anomaly. High priority alert to all Earth Directorate agents. Contact with Earth has been lost.
Identified ships on the edge of Arcadia.
It's no longer just a spacer's choice, it's Auntie's choice. Greater value for your bid.
Arcadian citizens, we've come to deliver you from oppression.
It's very Doctor Who-in to me. Although I've never played a Doctor Who video game. You know, a Spaceballs game would be good. Outer Worlds. Dose. You mean it took us 2 hours and 10 minutes to get to the credits? The opening credits? Companions have powerful activated abilities that do various things such as taunt, deal damage, or heal. The ability must be charged up in combat before it can be used.
You're not hearing me, Val. They were out there for almost 10 years. You know what usually happens to someone left in suspended animation that long.
Explosive cell death may result from extended periods of suspended animation. Death occurs quickly as the human body rapidly liquefies.
Exactly. And it would be my fault it happens. Oh, I never should have stopped looking. I can't face the commander right now. Not like this. I'll be in the cockpit.
Welcome back to consciousness, Commander. Please accept your back pay for the previous mission. It has been prorated according to the mission's failure and your unapproved 3,468-day sabbatical.
I've been in suspended animation for almost 10 years? Question mark? That's not okay, Val.
This unit is not programmed to judge the activities of off-duty agents. Revival protocols mandate a physical and cognitive test to confirm mission readiness. This is to ensure no unexpected changes have occurred regarding your abilities, Commander.
No need. I'm good to go as is, I hope.
Acknowledged. Your refusal has been noted in your permanent record, and an automatic grade assigned to your cognitive functions. An event summary will now be provided to improve your situational awareness, Commander. If you feel yourself beginning to liquefy at any point, please notify this unit immediately.
I'm ready. Give me the briefing.
Following an aggressive merger between Anti-Cleo's and Spacer's Choice, the new corporate entity known as Anti's Choice invaded Arcadia. Anti's Choice claims they are following market demands and liberating Arcadia through the power of capitalism. Many have died. Unfortunately, their invasion fleet also exacerbated the rift anomaly created by Agent DeVries' sabotage of Horizon Point. This means no ship can enter or leave the colony. The rift also remains a threat to the colony. Current estimations suggest the rift will destroy Arcadia in the next 10 years. Give or take 7 to 8 years.
Wow. Things really fell apart without me, didn't they?
Initiating reassurance. Do not worry, Commander. Prior to now, the probability of your intervention having had any impact on current events approaches 0%, while the rift is a low to medium priority concern. Agent Ibarra has expressed far more confusion and alarm about Agent DeVries' latest actions.
Wait. DeVries is alive?
Agent DeVries did indeed survive Horizon Point. This was confirmed when she brought down the old Earth Directorate surveillance satellite earlier this month. The satellite had been gathering information since before your mission. When it fell, it signaled agents across the colony, leading to the discovery of you and Agent DeVries. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location.
Niles certainly seems different.
This unit has observed a marked improvement in Agent Ibarra's hygiene regiment since the satellite was brought down. He is shaving again and routinely changes his clothing. Final update. Due to the deaths of every other squad member, Agent Ibarra is now a full agent. He is currently in the cockpit. Please extend your congratulations when you see him.
The Earth Directorate found a flaw in you. Consumerism. You're the reason our marketing works. Promotions and scales have riddled your brain. Promotions and sales. Okay, that makes more sense. Let's start this over again. The Earth Directorate found a flaw in you. Consumerism. You're the reason our marketing works. Promotions and sales have riddled your brain, and you're more interested in buying the next big thing than financial planning. Warning, once selected, flaws cannot be removed. I'm not sure why I'm accepting these flaws, but you know. At the workbench, the mod screen allows you to apply mods to your weapons, armor, and headgear. Mods have a variety of functionality, increasing the effectiveness and specializing your equipment to match your playstyle. Weapon mods can be purchased from a weapon modification vending machine. Armor mods can be purchased from vendors throughout Arcadia or found while exploring. Acquiring a mod from any source immediately unlocks its recipe in case you want to craft additional copies of it. Well, it doesn't look like I have any. At the workbench, the crafting screen allows you to spend crafting resources to create various items such as ammo, inhaler charges, primers, throwables, and more. Find and purchase more recipes to unlock them on for crafting. If you're short on crafting resources, access the breakdown screen at the workbench to destroy items and turn them into their base crafting materials. Well, I've lost interest in this now. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. Oh, skill and perk points available. Well, why didn't you tell me? Every time you level up, you earn skill points to spend on improving your skills. Spending a skill point raises a skill by 1, up to your current level. If the skill is specialized, the limit is raised by 2, allowing them to surpass your level. Skills are used for various checks across the game. often have a passive bonus that is raised immediately and will allow you to access more and more perks for purchase. Anybody know how many? Oh, I still have 1 point available. I think I should go, even though I want to add more to speech and guns and all of that, I think I should do medical. Now let's look at our perks. Every 2 level ups, you gain a perk point to spend on unlocking exciting perks. Woohoo! Most perks are gated by skills. Some require the purchase of specific perks or the acquisition of a powerful item. I think this is why I didn't like the outer skills. I mean, the outer worlds. I never quite understood the leveling system, and I never really got very far in the game. Right here on your favorite YouTube channel, the Poorly Aging Sarcastic PC Witty Gamer channel, where you're falling in love in stereo. But we're in our 3rd hour in the Outer Scrolls. The Outer Scrolls? There's no scrolls, okay? Get with it, dude. You are supposed to be a professional. What are the people out in YouTube land gonna think? What's that? You say they're blind to my shortcomings because they're falling in love in stereo? You do have a point. More powerful perks are only available after you've acquired a certain number of total perks. This requirement can be fulfilled by the purchase of any available perks. Is anybody getting this? If so, leave a comment below. Non-threatening, non-profane comment. You can favorite perks to help plan out your build on the perk screen. "81 are unavailable." I don't think I can. Oh, okay. I could be a psychopath. Yeah, but like I've always said, to me, these games are about fantasy, not real life. So, being a psychopath, really, who wants to, you know, come home to a video game that's about your real life? You know what I mean? I could be a bullet shield. You gain a bonus to damage, resistance, and maximum health, but enemies are more likely to target you over your companions. Well, that doesn't sound fun at all. You gain critical hit chance with all weapons against all enemies. The chance is increased against strong enemies, such as leaders and bosses that aren't heavily damaged. Yeah, why not? I mean, I obviously don't know what I'm doing anyway. I thought I was able to... I have no idea what's going on anymore. Does anybody know what's going on? Yeah, I'm doing something wrong. All right. Okay, so I picked that. Then aren't I supposed to... Now, why am I not allowed to pick something here? Maybe I have to do them separately? I don't know what I'm doing. But if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. Thought we just came from here.
All these years and I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Sacrificing her whole team. And for what? What did our blood pay for?
Augustine? You mean the guy from the 4th century that was friends with Eusebius? I didn't know this was a theology game or an ancient Christian history. I'm sorry. Admiring the rift there, Agent?
Oh, Commander. Thought you were Val. Glad to see you up and ambling about. And not, human stew.
Seems I'm stuck experiencing the miracle of human consciousness for a bit longer.
Seems so. Better luck next time, I guess. You know, when I first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I did search for you, Commander. Just as soon as I was able.
How many years was that? I mean, don't beat yourself up about it. I'm sure you did the best you could. I lie.
Might be you're giving me more grace than I deserve.
I know.
Either way, thank you. So then, I gather Val's described our state of affairs?
Confirmed. The commander has received a full briefing on the following topics: the invasion of Arcadia, the rift, and Agent DeVries' survival.
DeVries. Would have been better if she joined the dead. I figured
The
she'd done just
Grateful
that
Dead?
until I got the alert that she brought down the Earth Directorate satellite. If she's of a mind to, she could use the information on that thing to destabilize the rift and destroy Arcadia. She was one of us, Commander. It's our responsibility to stop her.
Agreed. We can't let her actions go unanswered.
With your erudite insights, I wager it won't take us long at all to catch her. She's gone to ground now, but as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was inserted at the Vox relay station on Paradise Island. She'd have followed protocol, established a safe room there. Wager that's where we'll find clues as to her present plans and whereabouts.
And we'll be one step closer to making her pay for what she did.
From your lips written into law. Just to be clear, I'm not saying we're strolling up to the Vox station and knock nicely. The Vox is highly restricted and heavily defended. It'd be a death sentence. We might ought to explore the island first, find out what we can. The satellite alert pinged DeVries' tracker in a town, name of Fairfield. Wasn't nowhere clear as yours, so we need to poke around a bit. Doubt she's there now, but it seems a better place to start than assaulting a protectorate communications hub.
Anybody have any idea what he's talking about? The Asylum's largest and most populated colonized moon, Eden, is blessed with a breathable atmosphere. Well, that's always a perk. And tropical climate that required minimal terraforming to render habitable. Gentle trade winds reliably blow in a uniform direction. Hence Eden's dramatic windswept spires. Much of this moon's idyllic landscape is now scarred from battle, although untouched pockets of paradise remain.
Ready to disembark, Commander. Just say the word.
Well, who do I say the word to?
Ought to bring Val with us when we leave. She might not look it, but she can be fearsome in a fight.
Liberated from Spacer's Choice in Auntie Cleo's hostile merger, the beloved Moon Man mascot is now free from all intellectual property protections and thus subject to Auntie's merchandising blitz of displayable collectibles. It's not the best choice in Bobblehead Season Pass rewards. It's the only choice. Maintain your cover and continue observation of Arcadia colony until further orders. Your additional inquiry into extraction has also been received. Unfortunately, extraction is not possible at this time. Please allow 6 to 12 months to lapse before submitting another request. The Earth Directorate recognizes your contributions over the past 6+ years, but it is of the utmost importance that you continue your observation of the colony. Extraction request denied. As usual, I don't know where I'm going.
This unit records indicate that lockboxes, such as the 2 housed in this dispenser, were originally part of a failed smuggling operation. Special lockbox keys are needed to open them. After discovering the first lockbox, Agent Ibarra installed this dispenser to house additional lockboxes, which may be located throughout the colony. Unfortunately, due to a jam, the dispenser is currently inoperable. Agent Ibarra deprioritized its repair in order to focus on rescuing you, Commander.
Your lips didn't move through any of that. Good call on his part, and much appreciated.
Theorizing. Extracting the contents from the first lockbox may disencumber the dispenser, allowing it to return to normal operations. This unit has an advanced decryption key that can open the first lockbox, Commander.
If you have a key already, why not unlock it yourself?
Agent Ibarra updated this unit's security protocols following an incident of minor exposure. This unit is currently forbidden from unlocking containers, safes, and bathrooms in use. Helpful addendum. Scans also indicate an Auntie's Choice dematerializer within the first lockbox. which you may find useful in the discreet disposal of bodies, Commander.
Your lips are still not moving.
An Earth Directorate agent prepares for all eventualities, including, but not limited to, unpremeditated murder. Additionally, the second lockbox's contents may contain parts to upgrade your Valerie unit. Upgrades are recommended to improve your experience of Valerie.
Any idea where I could find more of these special keys?
Agent Ibarra theorizes that some keys may be obtainable from vendors, but the majority are likely scattered around the colony. Please be on the lookout for any additional lockboxes, which may be stored here for your convenience.
Fires a spray of extremely volatile goo when activated. Well, don't we all? Dealing corrosive damage at a very short range. Corpses hit will melt away, preventing others from finding them and acting accordingly. Energy. Do not eat this liquid. Please dispose of any targeted acidic remains in a safe manner. Do not eat the remains. A high security lockbox is jamming this machine and needs to be removed. Anti-acidic dematerializer is a silent gadget that deals corrosive damage to enemies at a short range. Enemies killed by the gadget disintegrate, removing the opportunity for enemies. Is there anything like enemies? To find them, the gadget can be fired quickly or held, letting you get into the perfect position before firing.
Congratulations on your acquisition of the dematerializer. The dispenser is now functioning normally. Your ability to conceal homicides has also been increased by 85.9%.
You can have up to 2 companions who follow and assist you on your adventure. Each companion has a special companion ability that can be activated once charged. Each companion ability is unique and can taunt enemies, deal a quick burst of damage, or even heal you. Companions also level up with you and gain a perk point every 5 levels that you can spend in the ledger. Companion, do 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 do. Companion, do 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 do. Companion, do 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 do. Is there anything beyond this loading screen? Because I'm, you know. If at first you don't succeed, whine again.
See that thing in the sky there? That'll be the Vox relay.
Vox stations serve as key communication hubs for the Protectorate. Unauthorized visitors are likely to be shot or hanged on sight.
And that's why we're headed to Fairfield first.
To all subjects of the Protectorate, from Consul Thoro, invasion of cutthroat corporatists. The surge of unfettered capitalism has come to Arcadia and brought with it the seeds of its own destruction. Their invasion armada exacerbated the rift anomaly, which was naturally occurring and well within our ability to control, causing it to fracture the aether further, sending invisible tendrils in all directions. This has closed the colony off from any support they may have been awaiting, but has caused us no harm, being self-sufficient in every way. These bit worshippers will soon taste defeat. It is your duty to resist their sugar temptations, processed promises, and low-quality goods they are using to try to subjugate our beloved colony. Do not hesitate to sacrifice your life to stop them, or to report your fellow subjects for collusion or weakness. Any subject caught with their products will be dealt with. You'd think in a sci-fi game they would have a way to read these things out loud so I wouldn't have to keep reading them to you. As of this day, the Order of the Ascendant has declared themselves enemies of the Protectorate. That they have chosen to do so in the wake of the corporate invasion of our beloved colony attests to their true nature. It is now obvious that the corporate incursion was somehow helped by the traitors of the Order, else it would have been crushed before it began. Rest assured, the Sovereign knew of their treachery well in advance of their betrayal, and thus was not taken by surprise. Any communications from, to, or involving the Order in any way are now to be considered enemy correspondence and must be forwarded to the Ministry of Accuracy. Glory to the Protectorate. By order of the Vigilant Nordine, the Fairfield landing pad is decommissioned effective immediately. All repair efforts are to be halted. All remaining automechanical units are to be relocated to support our valiant war effort, and all subjects currently assigned there are to report to Constable Hawthorne's office for reassignment. The continued targeting of the landing pad by our vile corporatists' enemies has been ineffectual at best and has not in any way contributed to this decommissioning. Our automechanical losses are insignificant and barely worth mentioning. Rumors of the imminent fall of Fairfield to the greed-loving corporatists are not only untrue, they are treasonous. I think I might just have stolen something, I'm not sure. This doesn't look stable. I don't mean the game, I mean the thing I'm standing on. Actually, so far I haven't noticed any bugs or operating problems, anything of that sort.
At the risk of sounding glib, that ain't a good sign.
Action. The sign seems to be functioning nominally.
Can't say the same for the trooper.
Engaging combat protocols. Emergency.
Yeah, well, it's hard to fight when you keep putting stupid boxes up in my face. Each companion has special companion ability that can be activated once charged. Each companion ability is unique and can taunt enemies, deal a quick burst of damage, or even heal you. Companion abilities naturally charge over time while in combat, but can be charged faster via skills, perks, or equipment. Did you ever think of maybe telling me about this when we weren't in combat?
Syringe is going.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Now what? Xyranium is a dangerous hazard that's found throughout Arcadia, powering the Protectorate's automechs. Standing in xyranium poisons you, lowering your maximum toxicity. Too much xyranium poisoning you can prove fatal. Visit a doctor or autodoc to remove any accumulated xyranium poisoning. Warning, some xyranium clouds are denser than others, increasing the rates of poisoning applied. Well, you're the one that has me standing in it while I read your stupid stuposity. If I find out later on there was a setting so I could have put this distance in feet or miles, I'm going to be upset.
Company. Must be from that ship on the landing pad.
Enemies with skulls next to their health bar are dangerous, signifying that you might be too under level to fight them. Well, now you tell me after I shot at the guy. If you're having trouble overcoming them, try gaining a few levels before coming back. Where would you like me to go? I just got here. What, I'm supposed to go play Tiddlywinks or something? I don't think my viewers will put up with that. Not that I have viewers, but if I had viewers, I don't think they'd put up with that. Like leaders or bosses, these enemies are resistant to certain powerful effects and must be dealt enough damage to make them weak
Engaging
first.
hostile life forms.
Unfriendly in combat radius.
I don't want stuff in meters. I don't know meters. I'm an American, like any normal person would be.
Welcome to New Fairfield. Now with more freedom, thanks to Auntie's Choice.
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll see. Mark my words, when my deal comes through, I'll have enough bits to own this place.
Nothing says there's a new sheriff in town, quite like a giant hologram over the town hall. Maybe we ought to go and introduce ourselves.
Former subjects, embrace your new freedom with a generous helping of Purple Berry Crunch Limited Reserve.
Takes all sorts. Stop that scrounging around.
Welcome, welcome. See anything you like?
Only plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding.
Why do you talk to me coming in if I'm not allowed to talk to him? Why will you
Well,
talk to
if
me?
it isn't a new face in Fairfield. What I meant to say is that we now have the new improved Purple Berry Crunch. Now with 10% more flavor. Or was it crunch?
Anybody ever tell you you look like you came from BioShock? Your pitch could use a little work, but thanks for the welcome.
Of course. Though I must also apologize for my inappropriate courtesy a moment ago. You're here for delectable discountables, not my pointless observations. Anyway, let's try this again. Welcome to More Perfect Goods, a proud Auntie's Choice franchise. How can I improve your day?
You've been running the store long?
I've been working the store going on a few weeks now. Got promoted shortly after Auntie's Choice liberated Fairfield. Still finding my stride with all the marketing suavities, as you witnessed. Advertising's been a right struggle to get a hold of, much to my chagrin.
What was your job before this?
Associate Waste Systems Technician. Wasn't the job I wanted, just the one I got. Came home smelling like a sewer sprat more time than not. I do not miss those days. I should count myself lucky that putting words together in a way that sounds smart is the hardest challenge facing me in this job. Reckon I'll get better over time. I hope.
How'd you end up in charge of the store?
Took Auntie's aptitude and attitude test, like everyone else in town. Scored high in personability and something called numerical dexterity. Think it means I count good. Now here I am, manager of the best little discount house in all of Paradise Island. Still boggles the gray matter.
Surprises me a manager would leave such expensive merchandise out in the open.
It'd be a mite tricky for anyone to swipe something when I'm standing right here. Nothing gets past these peepers. Gladly. No better choice than Auntie's Choice.
I don't actually plan to buy anything. I just thought I'd look at the vendor menu since we're 53 minutes into this and we're planning on doing it for like an hour or something. He's got a light pistol plasma barrel, light pistol advanced mag, a triple barrel shotgun plasma barrel, foot soldier helmet, I get a discount, but it's still pretty expensive. Do I have anything that's... Let me just look to see if there's anything I should sell. I don't even know if I'm wearing this armor. Yeah, you know what? I don't think I'm ready to sell anything yet. Also a vendor. Recipe shock rod. I don't know what a shock rod is, but it doesn't sound pleasant.
Ectoplasm. Wait. Nope. Just taro excrement. Good.
Okay, there's people I'm not allowed to talk to, apparently. And there's a couple of them in a row, apparently.
No offense to Val, but it's real nice having someone watching my back who ain't in constant need of recalibration. Anyway, need something, Commander?
How would I know? I mean, I'd like to know more about the merger between Auntie Cleo's and Spacer's Choice.
It was less merger and more hostile takeover. I don't have all the details, but it sounds like Spacer's Choice tried to outmaneuver Auntie Cleo through quasi-legal means and got a hell of a lot more than they bargained for. And now her new brand's been turned into an invasion force bent on conquering the entire system. Funny how life works out.
I have a few nosy questions for you.
Oh yeah? What's needling you?
Do you ever regret becoming an Earth Directorate agent?
I could ask you the same thing.
Well, you didn't answer my question.
Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I'd gone back to my old life instead of becoming an agent. Stayed on Triangulum, become an engineer or something near to it. I knew joining up with the Earth Directorate wasn't going to be a life of low turbulence, but at least it'd have dignity and purpose to it.
So, you think hanging out with me is going to have dignity? Boy, have you got a lot to learn. Well, and excitement, don't forget that.
Could have maybe done with a smidge less excitement back on Horizon Point. But back to your initial question, do I regret becoming an agent? Yeah, some days. But then there's days like the one when I found you, and, well, not much to regret there. Only thing I know for sure is my opinion today is colored by more than just the rosy tint of a low-run kid looking up at the stars. Life's not fair, but it keeps on.
Until it doesn't. Then it looks like you took the correct lessons away from Horizon Point.
Yeah, I sure came by that wisdom honest.
I think that'd be honestly. There's something else I wanted to talk about. Now, why a professor would end a sentence in a preposition, I do not know.
I've got time.
We never really got a chance to get to know one another. I'd like to change that before I end this video.
Fair point. Guess Horizon Point didn't exactly foster a lasting fellowship, did it?
I was being serious. I want to know who's watching my back.
All jesting aside, what's there to tell? Spent the first year getting back up on my feet, literally. Been mostly laying low since then, maintaining my cover. Before the invasion, at least, the Earth Directorate still needed someone to watch the colony, and I had 2 working lamps.
So it's just been you and the VALERIE unit this whole time?
Not always. Went a couple of stretches there on low power to avoid detection from Protectorate patrols. I usually shut her down for a few cycles then. The way you're gawping at me right now makes me think I answered that question wrong.
I'm guessing you two have gotten close then.
Sure, we're a tight pair, but it's nothing unhealthy like you're slanting at. Val's got me out of more scrapes than I can count. She can be a little Delphic at times, but she'll grow on you. Promise.
Doubtful. I don't trust machines, like computers, things like that.
Best keep one eye open then, in case Val decides you're looking a little peaked and gives you a nutraceutical shot. Needle's a lot bigger than you'd expect.
Why I can't tell whether you're joking or not.
Just twisting your valve, Commander. Val can only stick you without your consent while operating under her Good Samaritan protocol. And you'd have to be unconscious for that.
Are you sure you're okay? You were alone a long time, the Val notwithstanding.
I appreciate the concern. Won't lie, had some hard years. Got caught up in a few lost causes, the particulars of which I'd rather not go into now, if it's all the same.
Has anything good happened since Horizon Point?
I found you. Oh, and Val's been stalling less since I patched her acclimator. Ship doesn't smell anymore. That's about it.
Wait, what did the ship smell like before?
Spratwurst.
I'm gonna need a lot more details. A lot more.
I was trying to teach myself some new skills in the galley. Val got it into her hardware. I needed a hobby. I figured Spratwurst ain't an easy meal to mess up.
And what did you discover?
Well, I learned about 20 ways how not to fix a worst.
You didn't grow up in Arcadia, obviously. What was life like in the place where you did originate?
Like most colonies. Good people being ground down from above. A lot of fancy talk from suits about streamlining and quarterly earnings while them on the line barely scrape by. Triangulum's known for churning out freighters, and shipbuilding ain't exactly known for being clean, safe work neither. Especially when corners get cut. Can't remember a time I didn't end the day all banged up, filthy, and smelling like I just crawled out of an exhaust port.
Bet you were eager to jump at a chance to escape that life. I know I'd be.
It was hard work, sure. But there was something special about seeing one of them long haulers fire up her engines for the first time and knowing you had a hand in her construction. Funny thing was, I wasn't even an engineer back then. But I wanted to learn, so I paid attention. Too good of attention, as it turned out.
The plot sickens.
I was working late one evening and overheard something I shouldn't have. Some bigwigs exchanging inside information that would have cost the corporation a pretty bit. A day later, I was being accused of corporate espionage. Didn't want to bring any heat down on anyone else, so I went on the run before the first jackboot showed up at my door.
Weren't you worried that'd make you look guilty?
Not as worried as I was about what would happen if I was caught. Probably they would have spaced me and called it a day. I was on the run for, I don't even know how long. The days sort of bled into one another. I started losing hope of things ever changing for the better. Then, the Earth Directorate showed up. They liberated Triangulum, pulling me and the rest of the colony out from under the corporate boot. Joining up after that just made sense.
Tell me where you first met DeVries.
She was one of the forward agents who went ahead to assess just how bad Triangulum had gotten. We met while I was in hiding, and I helped her learn the lay of the land, as it were. She was no nonsense. I thought her one of the smartest people I'd ever met. And while she could also be cutting, I felt like I only caught her edge when I deserved it. I liked her. And for some reason, she seemed to take a shine to me. But she wasn't around long. By the time I officially joined up, she'd already moved on to the next mission.
Was that the last time you saw her before Horizon Point?
Sure was. Kept hoping I might run into her during training. But now I know she was busy turning her coat here in Arcadia.
I'd love to hear more about your family, I say, lying through my teeth.
My folks shuffled off the motor coil when I was little. Assembly line accident. Got passed between some distant relations for a few years. They tried their best. Weren't cruel or nothing, but life on Triangulum was tough. And they had their own families to worry about, you know? I didn't like feeling like I was adding to their burden, so I struck out on my own just as soon as I could. And well, you know how that turned out.
Did you ever miss them? And if you do miss them, do you reload?
Yeah. Thoughts crossed my mind over the years, especially when it was just me and Val. I wish I spent more time with her when I had the chance. No point missing something you're never getting back, though.
We won't be stuck in Arcadia forever. Maybe you can go visit them one day.
That's either hope or foolishness, Commander, and I can't tell which. Even if we survive the rift, 10 years is a long time to be gone. No word. They probably figure I'm dead. But void it all. Now you got me thinking about it. How about this? We ever make it out of this system, I'll take you back to Triangulum, make the introductions myself. Deal?
That sounds awful. Is there any way I can get out of it? I mean, we're already over the hour mark for this video, and we haven't even asked people to like and subscribe yet. Or to leave, you know, non-threatening, non-profane comments down below. Or to share this link with their friends or enemies. Deal?
Oh, yeah. They're gonna get a real charge out of you.
Thanks for the chat. We'll talk more later, unless I shoot you between the eyes.